And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney, Justice for All. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. It's like a video games, it's like a commentary, and we're trying to figure out who this guy is. The really snooty kind of douchebag person with the blonde hair streak, which makes him an even bigger douchebag. No, not really. I'm just picking on him because I already don't like him. Anyway, glasses. But you aren't wearing glass. Hold on. Okay. That's enough. Your name, witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep the young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you thought wrong. What? Okay, that was a bit of an overreaction on my part, but you're not... The judge, I forgot, the judge is also somewhat incompetent, and he doesn't exercise his authority for whatever reason. Especially against Von Karma in the first game. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh, man. I forgive you. Alright, I suppose I can tell you my name. Did I accidentally give him my bird voice? I think I might have. I am Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you want to, you can call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington, on the day of the murder, you were strolling through the park, correct? It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am... Anyway, please testify to this court what you saw during your walk through the park! See, you said it again, taking a walk. You know, you... What you witness will do, Mr. Wellington. What I saw that day. Okay, time for the cross-examination. You ready for me to be stupid and completely overlook evidence for the second time in a row? I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. That would add up. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of a pretty defendant, the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the bananas that fell with the police officer. What? That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you just hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say? How can you be so calm? It's strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes, and if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy is lying. You may now question the witness, Mr. Wright. I'll find out the truth no matter what, or I'll find out the truth no matter how well you craft your lies. Alright, I'm gonna cycle through his testimony one more time because honestly, while I was concentrating too much on that stupid snooty voice, I didn't really listen to everything. Okay, what I saw that day. Okay, so I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. Okay, let's go ahead and press this. Oopsies. Let's go ahead and press... the banana. Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? That's a good question, Phoenix. And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Maggie never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick! He's gotta be lying about the bananas! He could be, but... there's no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. Well, we do have a picture. And what if it's not a lie? Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else. If he mistook something else for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. If my client is innocent, there is no way he could have seen what he says he did. Which means if we can somehow show he's lying. Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. She's right. She's got a sharp mind, but I just wish I could remember who she is. Only the sister of your former, you know, mentor, Mia-Fei? As in, Mia-Fei was the mentor, not this is Maya, clearly, obviously. Anyway, is everything okay, Nick? Let's see, Wellington. Okay, so let me go back to the banana thing, because that's clearly what they want us to talk about here. So, I saw the nice charming young lady, of course I remember his pretty face. Only thing I saw was the banana that fell with the police officer. Let's go ahead and check my evidence here. Let's look at this. It's my business card. I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. Okay, that's cool. That's not really what we need right now. Names list is probably not going to do shit for me. A list of con artists and their phone numbers stored on the cell phone Maggie found. Oh, maybe we can present this picture. Check. Maybe, I don't know. I want to present this because I don't see any banana pills. Objection! Oh, the music didn't change, so I probably did this incorrectly. The witness statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. Oh no, I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Yay! Okay, I must be on the wrong track. No, you're not on the wrong track, I'm just an idiot. Okay, that's cool. I want to go ahead and save. Please? That would be great. Suspending game. No, I didn't! Okay, sure. That's not what I meant to do, but from, save point. I forgot that's how it worked. I wanted to save, you know, just in case I made a mistake, I could go load back and I wouldn't have to go through all this crap again. The banana pill. Is there anything else that I can present? Maybe that's not gonna do anything for me. Broken neck, body was also covered in bruises. Victims, no, what is that gonna do for me? Okay, I'm probably gonna need to press him a bit more, so let's go ahead and go back. Let's press him on everything, because that's generally how it works. Eventually you get to the point in the game where it's really, really hard. Assuming this is like the first game, you'll get to the point where it's really, really hard to like you won't just have clear, decisive evidence for everything, so you're gonna have to start pressing them on a lot of different stuff. Let's go to the very beginning. I probably should have just cycled through. Let's go ahead and press. All afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. Let's go and look at this. So you were at the park all afternoon? You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you, but then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name, trashy university. No-name? Trashy? Didn't Phoenix go to like a really high-end university? Maybe I'm just making stuff up. Now, this might be hard for a mush-headed, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country, also known as Japan America, the United States of Japan, because it's clearly Japan, but the English localization takes place in the US. But from what I understand, the game gets more and more Japanese to the point that it's kind of ridiculous that they keep trying to pass this off as America. At least from what I've been told, anyway. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Oh, please! Which university I go to which will directly affect the very future of this country? That arrogant little snot. Alrighty then, that's cool. I don't remember all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. That was correct, that would match up with everything else, that's not a contradiction. I'm just gonna press it anyway, just to gather some more information. How did you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch, so... Well... It's the best you can- Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? I was just asking a question, buddy, and there's no reason to get like that. You're just a third-rate base bias fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. Ugh, his arrogance is really intolerable, so what should I do now? I'm gonna press you harder, you little shit. I'm gonna show you just what I am. Answer the question, how did you know what time it was? Tisk. I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam on desks and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it so that even a third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was this little thing they call a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you the time. As you can see, Mr. Wright is even in this picture of the crime scene. What time does that clock say, I wonder? Oh, so it is. Ugh. I looked at the clock and that's how I knew the time. But if you ask me, this whole concept of breaking... Okay, windy old bag. You know, I would much prefer windy old bag over this guy. At least, you know, windy old bag was a lot... Windy old bag wasn't very likable either. But at least she wasn't freaking this guy. And yet again, another flood of meaningless words. Talk about a first-class waste of time. In any case, whatever the case may be, all of a sudden a police officer falls from above right in front of my eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and press this. And how did you know he was a police officer? As you can see, you obviously have no idea how powerful my detective reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy, do-it-yourself hairstyle practically okay, more of this rambling sense of nonsense. Oh, and I suppose it was also because he was wearing an officer's uniform. Shouldn't that statement have come first? Wow, what? That's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick, do you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured that out yet. Well, I mean, Maya's not exactly stupid, she's just goofy. Without a thought, I looked up and I met the eyes of a charming young lady. Let's go ahead and press this as well. I'm sure, like, all the Phoenix Wright pros are looking at me and just yelling at how incompetent I'm playing this game, but I'm sorry! I'm stupid. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? As you can see, animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have 2 of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face? Objection! That's what the witness was just about to get to! I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during the questioning! Even though I'm using a louder voice for him than anything that I've done so far. Sustained. Mr. Wright, please refrain from raising your voice in this court. Then please don't make me have to raise my voice! As you can see, are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's alright with you. I hate this guy. Of course I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. But if it was 6 p.m., wouldn't it have been a little dark? How are you so sure that it was her face that you saw? Just a quick question. So you're sure you are not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. As you can see, I'm what you call a famous brand name product, while you are only a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake, okay? We get it. Will you please quit with the ad hominem? Of course, of course! Oh, ho, 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 of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness? Okie dokie then. Let's see, I think this is the last part of his statement. The only other thing I saw was the bananas that fell with the police officer. Did we press this already? I think we did, actually. I'm pretty sure this is the first thing that we pressed, isn't it? The banana. Well, it was actually more than just one, more like a bunch of bananas. Now, what would a bunch of bananas be doing there? As you can see, clearly, and when would I know such a thing? Oh, I don't even know why I'm looking. We've already seen all this. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was something else. If you mistook something else, okay, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I completely forgot about that. I mean, first of all, let's scroll through this. Let's see if he says anything else after we advance through everything. Actually, it's probably going to be the same exact thing, isn't it? Whether I press it or not. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there met the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her... Oh, wait a minute! I'm an idiot! The glove is yellow! Oh! I'm so stupid! Why didn't I think of that? Baseball glove is yellow. I could see someone mistaking that for bananas. I'm a frickin' idiot. This is... I can only imagine what the later cases are going to be like. Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw. Right here! Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? As you can see. But don't think you can use this as a way to pull more information out of me. And that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
Isn't that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? Got you, asshole. That's not... It's a no! Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness loves bananas, has bad eyesight, knows nothing about baseball. Honestly, all of these are incredibly silly, but I think that the second one would have the most merit out of all of them, I'd say. By the way, just how bad are your glasses? Oh, that makes sense. Huh? Why are you asking me about this all of a sudden?
Objection! Your Honor, it is very simple to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, it is not. No, I do not think so. Objection overruled. You're one of those people! Yes, you know what I mean! You're like all the people- Okay, go ahead. Have your little rambling session, we got you. Your goose is cooked, Mr. Beef Wellington. I'm not even sure what his first name was. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, and that is why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. They're both 20/25. I suppose you're going to tell me that's terrible, right? Why are you not wearing your glasses today, then? Because they're broken. That's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them... How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing your glasses then? How about it, witness? You are an unrelenting evil man! You're like those people who were Okay, Joan of Arc. Yes, I'm pretty sure... Wasn't Joan of Arc burned at the stake? I'm pretty sure she was. I believe he just said burned in his last statement. So anyway, which boils down to you were not wearing your glasses at the time. Therefore, the identity of the woman at the scene of the crime and that of the defendant cannot be proven to be cannot be proven to be the same by this witness.
Objection! But the height difference was only 9 feet! It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake here. I know I just added an extra word there, I don't care. Yes, Your Honor. Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moment after you witnessed the crime.
What happened next? The girl in the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I saw there. I can't read. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. Let me check the court record, because I'm pretty sure it said that he died at 6:48, correct? He died at 6:28, okay. Okay, your goose isn't cooked just yet, Mr. Sir, but I believe I have your number. Okay, as you can see, they must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. 6:55. Okay. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer. You may question the witness now, Mr. Wright. Alright, buddy. What happened next? Do I need to press him on anything? Maybe not. The girl in the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made this call. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony. Are you sure about that? Why don't you my Judith was, why don't you take one more look at the court record? Yeah, I guess I should. Okay then. The girl on the upper path ran away as soon as she realized I was there. Okay, After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Hold on. Let me check the phone. Do you think he used this phone? Maggie found this in the park. She got in the contact of the owner, but they never showed. Wait, wasn't there like a list of name? Hold on, profiles. Profiles. No, it's not under profiles. Let me check his profile, though. A self-proclaimed drifting virtuoso who is still looking for the right college. Perhaps he's looking for the right. He's still looking for the right college because he can't get into college because he's a snobby little shit and he's probably not nearly as intelligent as he makes himself out to be. How about that, Mr. Willington? Huh? Anyway, after that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. Okay. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. Let me check the time on the time of this. Okay, check. What time does that say? I can't really read it, but it looks like it says 7 p.m. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's a completely inaccurate. It's not smart for me to do. Let me check the names list. It's con artists and their phone numbers stored in the cell phone Maggie found. Should I? You know what? When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Let's go ahead and present. No, the music's still playing, so that means that I did this incorrectly. Yep. Okay, I'm about to lose. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Blah blah blah. It does. Blah blah blah. I don't see anything contradictory. Blah blah blah. Objection denied. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Yes, I understand. I'm stupid. Whoops, that didn't go so well. If I make one more mistake, I'm legitimately gonna lose. They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. I feel like let me just start pressing it on stuff. I don't think I pressed him on anything, have I? The girl in the upper bath ran away as soon as she realized I was there. Let's go ahead and press this. She ran away just like that? Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. As you can see. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away the instant she saw you, how could you tell it was my client? Okay.
Objection! The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
This is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record. How can I get more information out of him? Press further? I guess we can't. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Let's go ahead and press this. Should I save first? Maybe I should save first. I'm going to save first. Yes. You know, just in case. Suspending game, because that's how this game works for whatever. Let's go ahead and continue. Load from save point. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Let's go ahead and press this. This episode's going to go on for a little bit longer just because I think I kind of want to finish this court case before I finish this recording session. Immediately, as in immediately, I mean, sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen, or did they not teach that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college? Hey, Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Okay, so that's probably the piece of evidence that I must have been 6:45 when I made the call. Okay, I want to gather as much information as possible, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press everything first before I go back to that thing that's clearly the thing that we're supposed to present evidence for. How do you know what time it was? That detective told me, you know which one I mean. The one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. Hey, pal, I graduated from a pretty good, top-ranked college! I don't believe this. It doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. As you can see. And if I am wrong, then that detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. What? Why you're just some lousy kid who... I think the court can see your point. Anyway, how did the police respond? Okay, we're gonna press this one last thing before we go over to the oh, here's the third slide. Within 10 minutes, go ahead and press. Hold it. So you're saying that there were police on the scene by 7 o'clock p.m. That's not okay. That's 15 minutes, but okay. They got there. They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at that time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were people crawling all over the gawking. As you can see, it certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. I can't find anything out of the ordinary in his testimony. Why don't you take one? Okay, yes, Maya, we get it! Check the court record! I'm stupid! The girl on the upper path, blah, blah. After that, I believe this was it. I immediately called the police station to report. Just to make sure, I'm going to press this just to make sure that this is the one where Maya was like, Phoenix, you should check your court record. You know, just to make sure that I'm not making stuff up. Blah, blah. You think this is college? Yes, college. Okay, check the court record. That's the one that I need to go to. I must have been 60. Okay, so made the call. Here. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. Present. Okay, broken neck, body was broke. Okay, I don't see anything wrong with that. Glasses? I don't see what that's gonna do for me. This clearly doesn't do shit for me. This probably isn't gonna do anything for me. Business card? I handwrote my cell phone number on the back. What can it be? The cell phone? Okay, I'm gonna take a leap. I'm gonna take a leap of faith here. I hope this isn't a mistake. This is probably a mistake. Objection! Oh, nope, this was a mistake. This evidence... Okay, yep, I lost. I lost! I'm stupid. Blah, 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 yes. Oh, the shame! I got guilty on my first case. I'm stupid. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This is a clear-cut case with little reason for doubt, and further deliberation will not be required here. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Yay! Game over. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. This is why I saved, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, from save point. After that, I immediately called the police station from their to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. I want to say that it was this, though. This is what Maya was like, hey, you should check the court record, so... What? Should I present my badge? It's very rare that you're ever going to actually use that for something, if I were to go off the first game. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, I'm Wait a minute. I had the idea, I just wasn't... Okay. Okay, let's present this. 6:28 p.m., 6:45 p.m., that doesn't... There we go. I'm a... Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28 p.m. So, what of it? You said that you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had called the police, it was already 6:45 p.m. There is clearly a 15-minute gap here. Do you deny it? I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during this 15-minute gap. The witness was in shock at the time after witnessing a terrible murder. It's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed. Objection. I find that hard to believe. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little dazed. Ah! Mr. Wellington. Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing during those 15 minutes? Explain to the court! The people have the right to know. The citizens have the right to know. Answer the question. Telephone? I mean... Spit it out. Or we should have said, like, spit it out. It should have been more commandful, but... I was searching for a phone booth. A phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? You and your questions, as if you're trying to open all the layers of a Matryoshka doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness! I lost my cell phone. There, are you happy? You lost it. Unbelievable, you lose your glasses and your cell phone. You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to your belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Haven't you heard that all geniuses have a— Okay. Yep, more with the auto-scrolling, yes, plain and simple people, blah blah blah. Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait! Hold on a second, he lost his cell phone. Nick, that cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do now? Question further. You're never supposed to back off, like, ever. They never— I don't even know why they give you that option. Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? As you can see. What are you getting all excited about? You seem to be a little confused. I found my phone, I'll have you know. See, here is it. Interesting translation there, game. Here is it. Oh, I see. Well, we could just use the number— Hold on! Looks like he just got a phone. And I thought that just maybe this was his— But don't forget that we have the list of hold on. Well then, I think we've cleared this issue up. At the time of the murder, the witness did not have a cell phone because he had lost it. Therefore, the delay in his cell was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at that. Do you have any further questions, Mr. Wright? Actually, yes I do. There is something I want to ask. Your Honor, the witness's testimony does not make sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for the witness to search for a phone. How dare you!
Objection! You can't just make outrageous claims like that! You do have some, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. This evidence should be good enough, I think. Alright, let's have this proof then. Please present proof that this witness had no need to search for a public phone booth. Before it— Oh, I can't save. Okay. Had no need to search for a public phone. Wait a minute. Is there a phone booth in the picture? Let's check this. There's a phone booth in the picture. Alright, let's go ahead and present this. Here we go. Take that! It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At this crime scene photo.
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. But if you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something is wrong with you.
No!
Mommy! Daddy, I'm not even being funny with that. It's a phone booth. That is correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you? Order! Order!
What is reporting a crime like a little late proof for you?
Objection! He said immediately. The witness can't explain what he was doing for those 15 minutes. That is reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, this is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Let me get a drink of water because my throat is absolutely dead right now. Then Maya. Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. But Maggie said that she was going to return it to him. So there is no reason for him to kill him. Excuse me. So there's no reason for him to kill for it. And on top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. But if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, was he looking for something else? Was he? The card, of course. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts you would like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to what the witness was doing during those 15 minutes? Yes, I have an idea, actually. This is really risky. There is only one possible explanation. Alright, let's hear your explanation. Can I save? Can I please save? Yes, I'm going to save. I am not taking this risk. I'm not going down like that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and continue game. And, from save point. That'll be good. Let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you will be penalized. Think carefully before you present, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. Oh, we aren't gonna lose. Please present to the court the one piece of evidence that will answer the following. Why didn't the witness call the police right away? I'm gonna names list. I'm gonna look. This is, YOLO! This! Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be convinced? Perhaps? That was just an idea I thought I'd throw out. I suggest that perhaps you should find a better piece of evidence. Yes, of course, Your Honor. Well then. But before you do, you will be penalized. Dang it! Ouch. I figured that was a bit too risky. Please present to the court this one piece of evidence. Okay, why didn't you witness... Okay, epic slowdown! Again, it's freaking amazing. I love when this happens. Broken neck, body is covered in bruises. Oh. What about this? What about the name? Perhaps this is the evidence you need to be... Nope. Nope, that's not it. I was like, oh, he was taking time to write the name or something. Okay, I lost again. I'm stupid. Mega sucks at... Tales of Vesperia. This court needs no reason to further prolong the court case. Blah 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 blah. I mean, it's called Mega Sucks at Phoenix Wright for a reason. You gave it to us. I'm stupid. To be held parting trial. Blah 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 blah. Yep. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue. Because why not? From save point. But what can I use as evidence? What do you guys have an idea? Maybe you do. Maybe you do. Penalize, blah blah blah. I'm sure you guys, for those of you who have played through the game, it's probably super obvious, but I don't know. Like if this was the first case, I didn't really have that much of a problem figuring out the flaws in the first case of the first game. Why didn't this call the police right away? Maggie found this in the park. She found a contradiction with its owner, but they never showed. That's not going to do anything for me. Autopsy report. Broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Found... Maybe? I honestly don't know what else I could present. Not the glove. Business card? That's not... The only thing I can think of is the glasses. Let's go ahead and present this. Let's go ahead and present this, please. Did the music... Oh, no! Okay, I think we did it! Mr. Wellington! What? Don't do that! You almost made me have a heart attack! These are your glasses, aren't they? Where did you find... I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. These glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? Order! No, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why it took him 50 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicting the witness as the real murderer? Of course, that is precisely what I'm doing. was way too ridiculous, wasn't it? I know I'm right! He is the real murderer! Did you figure it out, Nick? Did you figure it out? Why can't I read? Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out this cell phone was the key to this case after all. Anyway, now is our chance to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow, my old self is coming back to me. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. And we're gonna save. I'm sorry. Did you really think I was gonna go through something that crucial without saving? No, that's completely idiotic. It's time to sink or swim. Everything rests on the edge of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Order!
Objection! Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of the court. Without any solid ground stated on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. This the third-rate fraud of a lawyer. In that case, why don't we look at it from a different perspective? Let's hear your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why? Well, that's easy. For example, there's the name of the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the name Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read that, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, and with a Y, and the victim was left-handed. So basically, you are saying that in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? Otherwise, how else would that person know her name was Maggie or Maggie? That is a good point. The witness didn't even know of Mrs. Bird before this trial. Ah, I forgot. Was there any way this creep could have known Maggie's name beforehand? There was no way? I'm gonna say there was a way. Sometimes they try to trip you up. Sometimes the correct answer for stuff like that is no. It would be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie with a Y. Now, will the defense please present its case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name? Okay. Wait a minute. Phoenix's business card? Maybe? Names list? No, she wouldn't have had that before then, right? I don't know. Cause like she only got this. I hand wrote my cell phone number on the back. That's not gonna do anything. Let me check my profiles. See if there's anything there. Maggie Bird. The only client I can recall, it's the only thing I recall, she's a victim. It seems that he was dating the defendant Maggie. Prosecutor Maya, Richard Wellington, who is still looking for the right college. Okay, let's go back to evidence. What could it be? It can't be the names list, because that's just going to be the names list of all the clients, or not the clients, but all the con artists. The phone number, cell phone. She's got in contact with this owner, but they never showed. Oh, that's right! He got in contact. Okay, yes, this. Take that, Mr. Wellington. You didn't have your cell phone with you on the day of the murder, correct? So what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why you? How did you?
Objection! Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between this witness' cell phone and the murder? I do, Your Honor. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone, meaning that, drink of water, the caller ID should match up. Hello? I don't remember what voice I gave her. Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can get this back. I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
You can call me Maggie.
That's it. That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. But you made one fatal mistake. Fatal mistake? My client's name is Maggie, but the name that was written on the ground is Maggie. This is a mistake that could only occur if you only knew what her name sounded like. I'm doing all these really, really stupid sound effects. Okay. Order! Order!
Objection! But, Your Honor, the witness has no motive!
And your point is?
It's very simple. Your Honor, a person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Can you explain what motive this witness could have had? The phone numbers, the card. It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? If I said I can't offer an explanation, then trial's over, right? Yeah, but... Now then, please present to this court the proof that the witness had a motive. The names list. That's the only thing that I can think of. I don't see what else to present. Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list? These phone numbers were pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found, and we have determined that the people on the list are members of a certain group. You looked up all those numbers? Of course! This list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? What? Con artist?
Can you explain why these numbers were on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is an outrage, an invasion of privacy. Looking up the phone numbers on a person's phone is a worse crime than murder. You're one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided that brilliant artist, Maurice Otto. They distributed a genius work and I tried, but I couldn't. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want is for you to tell us what this list is about. Do you think any of you can know what it's like to be a refined man like me?
Objection! Your Honor, this is unjust badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have the numbers of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't that obvious? The witness is looking into the group, a victim of that group, a member of that group. I would say a member of that group, right? Right? I would assume so. Member of the group. Mr. Wellington is a member of this very group.
No!
All of your friends' phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look into these phone numbers, it would be all over for you. That is why you had to kill.
No! This is too much!
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? I got you now.
That police officer! Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor! This is unjust badgering of the witness!
You said the exact same thing only a few seconds ago.
Please! Please, let's think about the content of that phone call! Hello?
Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone.
Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give this back. The defendant had already promised that she would return the phone. After that, all Mr. Wellington had to do was meet Mrs. Bird and get his phone back. Why then, why would he need to kill anyone?
Saving. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm not taking any risks with this. Continue.
Oh no! No!
Oh, okay. Oh my god, I was about to have a heart attack from save point. This is a valid point. What does the defense think about this point? If you think about it logically, then it makes sense. Then maybe we should be thinking outside the box. Yeah, if we think like that, let's see. Maybe that slimeball saw something at the crime scene that made him commit murder. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? Well, I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone, so why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant?
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. Well then, Mr. Wright, what was this something that didn't agree with the witness? My attorney badge? Cell phone? Dustin's autopsy that's not going to do anything for me. Glasses, no. Business card's not going to do anything for me. Names list. Could it be the fact that he's a police officer? Touch to check. Okay, let me check. What does this say? That's just the name. That's not going to do anything for me. Could it be the fact that he's a police officer? Well, I'm going to lose everything if I get this incorrectly, too. It's a good thing I just saved. Check. It's just a picture. Oh, no! 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 Why did that happen? Silly goose. Ugh, stupid. Profiles. Only thing I recall is a policewoman. Seems that he was dating the defendant. I guess I'm gonna try this. Present. What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on his date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still wearing his police uniform. That's what I was thinking, but I was like, maybe that might be just thinking too far outside of the box. Oh. The girl that picked up my phone is... Oh, the girl that picked up my phone was with the policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would ask a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was possible they had already run a check on the phone. And he went into a panic. Is that what you're saying? Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. Mr. Payne, do you have any comments?
I'm thinking...
It seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington, you are... Impressive! Not bad for a person with a third-rate education. What's that supposed to mean? The evidence! Evidence! That guy is really creeping me out. All you've been wavering around and talking about is that suspicious cell phone! Suspicious cell phone number, this suspicious con group, they're all on that phone! But who's to say that phone is really mine? Where's your proof? Your evidence! You want proof that this phone is yours? I already told you earlier! That phone I lost, I've already found it! You don't have even the slightest idea who the phone in your hand belongs to! You can't be sure it isn't mine, you simpleton! What? It's true, actually. But except for there gotta be caller ID or something, right? It feels good to see you squirm! We do seem to have a problem in our hands with this phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless as evidence. Your Honor, this is bad. I can't let him turn the tables on me like this. Let me... this cell phone. Save. Yes. Do not turn the power off. Suspending game. I wonder how many times... We should do a counter. How many times have we seen this in just this one video? This cell phone... There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe the phone stored numbers? I don't think fingerprints is gonna be... How about just the phone stored numbers? This phone has the names and numbers of those in the con group in its memory. I can show them to you, Your Honor. As you can see, I don't believe this. What are you talking about? What are we trying to determine is who that phone belongs to? Who cares about what phone numbers are stored in it? Besides, who knows? Maybe you went and added some of those phone numbers in yourself. Okay, this witness is quite right. I'm afraid I have to reject the defendant's proposal. Please don't give me a penalty. Ugh, that jerk is back to his arrogant, annoying self again. Okay, I'm not getting a penalty. The cell phone. There has to be something I've overlooked. There's gotta be. Maybe fingerprints. I thought maybe... Okay, whatever, sure. I got it! We should check for fingerprints. Fingerprints? Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Wellington must have left some prints on his phone. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that from Maggie, you wiped it off. I what? You said there was sand all over it, so... Wiped it? I wiped it, but there was sand. Okay. Are we just gonna overlook what you just said there, Phoenix? Pretty thoroughly, too. As you can see, it's oh so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons amongst themselves. Ugh! He's made a complete recovery! How many times do I have to say this? My phone is right here, you see? Oh, and incidentally, you can't check the number stored on this phone. As you can see, it must have glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared. You've got to be joking. He erased all the numbers I was going to use as evidence. Mr. Wellington. What's this? From the way you talk to me, it sounds like you still have some fight left in you. Where did you finally find your cell phone? Oh, you are too much! And of course you have no idea what I'm talking about! Oh, Mike! Now I remember! Flashback to the first episode. Huh? Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. I finally found it. So that's when... What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? Why the harsh glare in your eyes? Nick, we've been working so hard to get this far, but... If you don't do something quick, he's going to get off scot-free. I know. I know his phone has to be his. But how am I supposed to prove something like that? Mr. Wright? If you cannot prove who the owner of that cell phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. It looks like you came up a penny short. Where? Where did I go wrong? Indeed. Indeed. I was thinking about just ending the episode off because this has been going on for about an hour, but we're gonna hold off for just a bit. Don't blame yourself, you're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? The court hereby concludes the cross-examination. If that will be all, I'll have to bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant on the upper side of town. Thank you for your assistance. You've had a stressful day, so please, bon appetit. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go? Well, let's just raise an objection. Even though technically, I don't believe this is technically allowed in actual court. You know, raising the objection after the judge made his ruling. But raise an objection. Please wait, Your Honor. All right, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything. Objection! Your Honor, the cross-examination has already ended. If he questions the witness with any more of his badgering... You will not harass the witness. Is that clear, Mr. Wright? As you can see. Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. This is a really long court case for just the first court case, I think. Very well, but this is your last chance, Mr. Wright. You may present one piece of evidence to the court. Because the first court case in the first game was like 30 minutes, I believe. Like that was the entire case. Larry Butts and everything, I only got one shot at this. If you cannot prove everything, it's over. For your client and for you. Do you fully understand? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, okay.
I'm sure you are well aware, Your Honor, but that cross-examination period has ended!
Were you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Speaking of which, save. Do not turn off the power. Suspending game. Continue. We're gonna... from save point. Oh. Now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. My attorney's badge. Cell phone. The autopsy glasses. Names list. Oh goodness, I don't know. It's probably really obvious too. What would this tell me? Okay. All that says is that he's dead. Who took the... No. Okay, I don't think there was anybody. I was like... Okay. Now, I was like... The question that I was asking had nothing to do with my line of thinking. The question I was asking was a joke. Maggie? No. What could it possibly be then? I honestly don't know. The names list? Alyssa con artists that stole their phones, Maggie found. This is so risky. Attorney's badge, cell phone. But they never showed. The autopsy report's not gonna do shit for me. I don't even know why I'm checking that. Glasses. Profiles. Let's check the profiles real quick. I don't think this... They're still looking for the right to go to college. Drifting virtuoso. No. It's not gonna do anything. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that! What did what was no, this is incorrect, isn't it? I think. Is this your final answer? It's a bit disappointing. I didn't mean to. No. That was just a friendly gesture. I didn't mean to do that. Oh crap. You sure know how to send a friendly gesture. Like, this is your absolute last chance, Mr. Wright. So no more of these friendly gestures. Yeah. That's enough. This court, blah, 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 blah. This is why I saved. God, why did I do something so silly? Well, at least I know that my sort of dark horse answer wasn't correct here. The course was to be held pending trial, higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Thank you very much. Guilty as charged. I don't know where I was going with that. Let's go ahead and go from the save point. Honestly, I don't know what to do. This is your last chance. It comes down to this. It's go time, baby. Please resort. I don't know how to read. Select your answer. Maybe the names list. I don't know. Alyssa con artists are stored on the cell phone Maggie found. Maybe? I'm gonna present it. I'm taking a leap of faith. Nope, that was incorrect as well. Is this your final answer? It's a bit disappointing. No more games, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I don't know what though. What could it be? It's Why am I so dumb? I should be able to figure this out no problem. Figuring out stuff in the first game wasn't nearly as tough, I don't think. I don't know. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This is a clear-cut case with little reason for doubt. And further deliberation will be blah blah blah. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, guilty. Guilty as charged. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yay! Pepper ran, she's the girl from 7th grade. I don't know why I'm singing this song randomly. Now then, Mr. Wright. Blah, blah, blah. All comes down to this. Go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. It can't be the pictures. It can't be the glove. No, that's stupid. It can't be the glove. The glasses? The attorney? What can it be? A birthday present, Maggie. It was custom made. That's not going to do anything for me, I don't think. Glasses. Nearsighted lenses were found nearby. The photo number 2? I honestly don't know. I'm just pulling at hairs at this point. I don't believe that's how the actual phrase goes, but... No, we already tried the names list. That doesn't work. It can't be near the profiles either. So... And it can't... It can't be the phone. Can it be the phone? I'm gonna try the phone. This is stupid, but I'm gonna try it. Nope, that was incorrect as well. Is this your final answer? Fail number 3. No, that was just a friendly gesture. Blah, 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 blah. As you can see, ha ha ha, you sure know how to send the friendly gesture to me at least. It's your absolute last chance, Mr. Wright, so no more of these friendly gestures. I'm going to assume that if I didn't screw up so terribly earlier, I would have been given another chance without having to load every time I make a mistake. Maggie Bird, guilty, as charged. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, and I don't know why I suddenly just changed from being, like, sort of melancholy to super happy. Not happy, but I guess chipper is a good word to use. Continue. From save point. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, now then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. It all comes down to this. It's go time. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. It's not the phone. It's not the names list. What else have I presented? It's not the glasses. I'm pretty sure I presented the glasses. I don't think it's the autopsy report. Have I presented this? I'm pretty sure I have. Crime photo 1, the baseball glove, Phoenix's business card. I'm just gonna present crime photo 1. Maybe. Nope, that was incorrect as well. I honestly don't know what could possibly be the answer here. It's a bit disappointing. No, that was just a friendly gesture. Lots of trial and error here. I'm missing something. What am I missing? What could prove that it was him? Perhaps the hand... Did I do number 2? Did I do photo number 2? That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Clear-cut case, little for no reason for doubt, and further deliberation. Blah, 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 blah. I wish that I could make this test faster. Guilty! Okay, accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at higher court within a month from today's time. That is all. This court is adjourned. Alrighty then. So... I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I have failed you. I'm showing my true colors. I'm showing just how stupid I am in this game. Please present the one piece of evidence that will explain everything. Cell phone, no. Names list, no. Crime photo 1, no. Crime photo 2. I don't think we've done that, but I think we did. Glasses, no. Autopsy report. Business card! Baseball... Have we done crime photo number 2? Did we do the glasses or crime photo number 2? I'm gonna go with crime photo number 2. I don't know if we presented this or not. That's probably incorrect as well. Yep! What am I don't know. What on earth could possibly prove that he was there? It's not crime photo number 2. I can only assume that I did not submit the glasses. Like, maybe I just didn't present the glasses and I just thought that I did, and I'm just completely overlooking it. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This is a clear-cut case with little reason for doubt, and further deliberation will not be required. Okay. Okay. Guilty. Guilty counter number 7,876. Okay, court within a month's date. This is all. The court is adjourned. But what could it possibly be? What would prove that he was there? Continue. From save point. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, we get it, Payne. Shut up. It all comes down to this. It's all go time. It's all go time. Cell phone. No. Crime photos. No. Names list. No. Autopsy report. All that's left is the business card, GSL glove, autopsy report, glasses. I want to say that I've submitted the glasses, but I'm going to try again just in case. Nope, that's incorrect. So all that's left is the autopsy report, the glasses, or the autopsy report, and the glove. I swear on my mother's... I swear on me mum. If the glove is the reason that he was there... I'm going to be very angry, because that makes no sense. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This is a clear-cut case with little reason for doubt. And further deliberation will not be required. Maybe it's none of the evidence is supposed to be a person. Wait. No, I don't know. I just don't understand what I am... Like, what could it be? I'm sure it's... The thing is, what's making me so annoyed by this is that it's probably super obvious. Like, it's probably incredibly obvious. This is probably the longest recording session that I've ever done for a non-final recording session. Maybe. No, actually, I think that one Dishonored one was pretty bad, too. Autopsy report? This isn't going to prove shit. It's not going to prove shit. Baseball glove. Profiles? I'm gonna try it. Nope, that was incorrect. It's probably the glove. I don't understand. What? I don't understand. At least, this is your absolute last chance, Mr. Wright, so no more of these friendly gestures. No, I'm just curious, what on earth could it possibly be? I don't understand what it could possibly be. Like, I'm probably talking like a broken record because it's true. Accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from... Okay, that is all. The court is adjourned. What? I don't understand. The glove? The attorney badge? If it's the attorney badge, please present. It doesn't make sense. Business card? I hand wrote my cell phone number on the back. Maybe this? I think I figured it out. So, it has my cell phone number on the back, right? And the victim called just before he hit us with the fire extinguisher, right? So, my cell phone number should be on the caller ID. Maybe. I think. Why, thank you, how nice! Here, please have one of mine. Judge's business card added to the court record? Wait, what am I doing? This isn't the time to be exchanging business cards. Your Honor, there is something very important about that card, and that is the back of the card. This card is important because of what is on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back, but that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from your cell phone? Huh? Right now? But court is still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, if you say so. Does she still have the Still Samurai thing? Maybe not. Okay. This is the defense preparing something, Mr. Wright. We are going to call my cell phone now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic, stupid things to... Dun dun. Aha! Aha! Ah! What? Why is my phone? And what is this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... Ah! No! It can't! By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further except to say... When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one! Oh, goodness. Haha! Phoenix Wright at your service. So that is what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He is a man who lives on pride and self-image alone. And in order to hide his involvement with the con artist group, he has become paranoid and has lost all ability to make rational judgments.
Then Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding...
It's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant Maggie Bird... not guilty! About goddamn time! Freaking, I got so many guilty verdicts it was getting annoying. That is all. The court is adjourned. September 8th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
I knew that real you would shine through eventually! I'm so moved by what you've done for me, sir! Thank you so much, Mr. Wright!
I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this.
It's probably because of me.
Huh?
My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
Your whole life? It couldn't have been that bad, could it?
Since I was 6 months old when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've ever taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster.
Well, I think you might be in the wrong line of work if that's the type of luck that you have.
And never won or even tied at a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters.
That was highlighted in red, so I'm going to assume that's going to be pretty important for the rest of the whatchamacallit.
That is
pretty bad.
Up until I went to college, I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless.
Lady Luckless?
What's worse is that my misfortune always seems to latch onto those around me.
What did you mean?
When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. That's right,
that's right, you were talking about this earlier.
It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand and, before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house.
Oh.
I'm sure that Dustin's is gone because of me.
That's not true.
That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. It was just a present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts.
Oh, I see.
Everything is my fault. Dustin's death, you heard it all messed up.
Well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet.
I'm going to go find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir.
Yeah, after all, the Goddess of Misfortune is only a name.
You bet!
Okay, Merity,
I'm gonna make it, I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going.
Okay, good luck to you.
Thanks! You take care of yourselves, too!
What a horrible day. I've gotten my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. But you're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What?
I thought you said you got your memory back!
At that moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases, but he's also been a good ally during others. In fact, Gumshoe was the reason that we had to defend Maya in the first place, the judge. He's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions, but in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. Poor Payne. He seemed to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. He was the very first person that we went up against in the first game. And this girl, Maya.
You finally remembered!
This is Maya Fey, my assistant. That's right. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. For example,
Earth to Nick, what's wrong?
You keep staring at me. Don't tell me you've missed me. Well, yeah, I suppose I have. No, that's okay, so now they're gonna finally explain, like, what happened, because she went to, like, the mountains to go become a better spirit medium. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh? Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create new memories together. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Willington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Well, that's very convenient. Now we can't call people from the first game. Come on, Nick, let's go to our usual burger joint. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been 2 months since she came back into my life. Well, so did she magically become a better spirit medium in that time, or did she just give up? I wonder. Well, that should be the end of the chapter, and that story began on one rainy afternoon, 2 months ago. Okay, sure. Episode 1, The Lost Turnabout, the end. Yay! A brand new episode has been added. Yay! Yay! Okay. Save. Cleared stage data up to this point. Yes, please. Do not turn off the power. Thank you very much. Alright. Well, that was that. That was the first case. Oh my goodness. This is a sign of things to come. That was actually a lot tougher than the first case in the first game. The first case in the first game was freaking easy. Or maybe because I'm in commentary mode, I'm not paying attention to stuff as much as I would if I were just watching or playing for myself. That's also a possibility. I don't freaking know. Whatever the case may be, yeah, you know, I realized something actually. My reasoning for the card was flawed because he erased all the numbers on the phone, right? So that when so he erased all the numbers on my phone, as in Phoenix's phone, so, you know, they wouldn't have been able to see the caller ID. I don't know why I thought that in my head. Like, after 2 seconds after I said that, I was like, no, that doesn't make sense, because he erased everything. But, oh well, it was the right thing in the end, so I guess that's that. So, without further ado, for this hour and 25 or 23-minute video, probably, if you like this video, this series of videos, please feel free to leave a like. If that is cool, please feel free to subscribe and on the Evan Brother today. Also, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/MegaShadowFist. I'll be sure to leave that in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is MegaShadowFist signing out. Bye!